John Carpenter's Toxic Commando was announced 2 years ago, and then silent. Up until now, that is. Recently, we had a new trailer showing off more gameplay, and more than that, at Gamescom this year, we got to actually play it in all of its gory 80s glory. After our hands-on, we stole Tim Willits, Chief Creative Officer at Saber, to talk about, well, everything, as you're about to see. But we do actually talk about Toxic Commando as well, I promise. We get there eventually. It's just a windy detour road. As always, leave your comments or complaints down below, and enjoy the interview. Welcome to Gamescom. We are here checking out John Carpenter's Toxic Commando, which is probably one of the games that I've been looking forward to the most.
That's
because
awesome.
You were silent for 2 whole years, and I have stolen Tim from Saber away to ask him many, many secret questions. Welcome, Tim.
Yes. Thank you for having me. I'm glad. I saw that you just played the game.
Yes.
You know, what did you think of it?
I thought it was, pardon my language, some crazy shit.
That's cool. Yes. Well, we are really excited to finally have Toxic Commando here at the show, having people play it. We also have it in the consumer booth as well. So, you know, Toxic Commando is very Saber. Yep. You know, if you are familiar with some of our games like World War Z and Space Marine 2,
yep.
You know that we do horde fights, you know, over-the-top action, and, you know, this game is right in our alley. You know, Toxic Commando is a 4-player co-op shooter where you fight swarms of infected with a driving and vehicle component to the game. So, you know, we really think it's unique.
I was just about to say, you're missing out also the Saber secret sauce, which is that you really know how to do vehicles.
Yes. So Saber, if you don't know, we're very popular with SnowRunner, you know, Mud Runner series.
Yes.
We released Roadcraft not long ago. So we know about vehicles. We know about the physics of vehicles. We know how to make them fun. So we have integrated a lot of those learnings and that technology into Toxic Commando. So, you know, if you're running through the woods in Toxic Commando with your buddies and you see a vehicle, jump in it, run over some infected, and have a good time.
Also, well, it's not Toxic Commando, you've got Road Kings as well, another big vehicle game coming out.
Yes, we also announced Road Kings, which is a true long-haul trucking simulator.
Yes.
Which has everything people want in a trucking sim, but we also have added a little Saber flair to it.
Yes, you did.
Where we have some disasters.
Yes.
So you can be the hero of the open road.
Yes. So there's 2 games that people should wishlist. They should wishlist Toxic Commando, and they should wishlist Road Kings.
Well, those are just the games that we are releasing with Focus.
There's even more.
Yes. Saber here at the show this week. We have Turok here. We have Hellraiser that we announced recently to a lot of buzz.
Yes.
We have a new sim game called Docked where you can work and operate a dock facility, shipping dock facility. Then we are working with our good friends at Still Life Studios on a bus simulator, which we also put a little Saber flair into it.
Yes.
And then we have Painkiller,
which is growing up playing Painkiller. I know we're meant to be talking about Toxic Commando, but growing up playing Painkiller, there is nothing more satisfying than staking something to a wall.
Yes. And Painkiller's a ton of fun. You jump in with your friends, multiplayer, first-person action where you kill demons. It's the best.
Okay, so
back to Toxic.
Yes,
Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry, I can talk about Saber all day long.
Bringing all of this back to Toxic Commando, it feels like the perfect fit for Saber, given the history that you have, given that you know vehicles, given that you know shooters, and that you have done both at the very top level. This is
us. You know, it is. You know, it has that 80s horror movie action inspiration with Carpenter. You know, Carpenter has helped us with the music. He's helped us with, you know, the story. He's been an inspiration for us. Yeah. You know, we don't necessarily license other Carpenter films, but you can kind of get a vibe where, you know, we get some inspiration from. But this is, you know, has our updated swarm technology. If you love fighting Tyranids in Space Marine 2, you'll love fighting the infected. We have our AI director, which controls the battle for you. So you always feel like you're going to get overwhelmed, but somehow you pull through. You know, actually, this game may be harder than some of our other titles.
I must admit, I got utterly obliterated in the demo that we just tried because the special units that you have are not to be messed with.
Yes, yes. So you were playing with three people that you didn't know, but when you're playing with your gamer buddies,
they're not going to be any better.
Oh my God, that's funny. Yes. So for me,
you're putting faith in people that shouldn't have it.
So it's 4-player co-op game. You may always want to have one AI because that AI person will resurrect you. Because you know your friends are not going to save you.
No.
But the AI will be like, AI, come save me. Yes.
So what is the scaling like when it comes to the co-op aspect? Because you said that you can jump in with 3 of your friends, but of course sometimes you're not able to find 3 other people. Sometimes you want to run solo.
Yep.
How does the difficulty kind of scale along with group size?
Yeah, so regardless of whether or not you're playing by yourself or 4 people, there's always 4 people playing. Yep. So if you're playing solo, you got 3 AI with you, which is actually a good way to kind of learn about the game because there are some story elements to it that when you play by yourself, you're okay, I get it. Yeah, I can follow the story better because when you play with your friends, there's always that one guy that's like click, 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 click. I don't want to watch the scene. I don't care about the story. Let's fight.
Yeah.
So
and loots everything first.
And loots everything first, yes.
And then dies on their own.
And then it's like resurrect me. Yeah. You're like, sorry, fool. So we have a story mode, and then we have progressive difficulty levels.
Yeah.
And then again, we have the same AI technology that you played with in World War Z and you played with in Space Marine 2.
Yeah.
So this uses the Space Marine 2 technology. We call it Saber Swarm technology. It's even more updated. We have larger, more open areas, which you saw. And we have these crazy special monsters that can do some over-the-top stuff.
So in the combat that we just took part in, it felt like vehicles very much changed the playing field in your advantage.
Yes.
But how important, when you were designing it, did you feel that vehicles had to be? Because it felt to me that there was maybe a 70-30 split, if I had to put a percentage on it, where it's a lot of shooter.
Yes.
And then there's vehicles that are there as well and can help you and customize it. It's not just a solely vehicle-focused game, just so people know what to expect.
Yes, it is not a vehicle. Like, if you never get in a vehicle, more power to you.
Yeah. But they are there. They are an extra tool there to help you.
There may be like 1 or 2, maybe a handful of areas that you guys... But no, if you're like, I don't like vehicles, no problem, buddy. Just let's go. We can just run it.
But you are missing out on some very fun things if you don't try
because
them.
You can run over the infected, the vehicles, especially the Apocalypse kind of like Hummer-looking vehicle that has an effect that you can do on it, like a area of damage effect. And then like if you get in the ambulance, you can get health. You get in the cop car, you can get ammo. So there are some advantages to grab in some of the vehicles.
Yeah. What was it like when you decided to kind of add the vehicle customization? Because you can go full on crazy with a system like that. So how did you make sure you kind of kept it sensible?
I mean, it's not over the top. It's pretty straightforward.
I mean, you can strap barbed wire to the side of a Jeep. That seems a little over the top.
But like, if you played some of our other games, the progression and the upgrades and customizations, they supplement the action, but they don't like distract from it. So yes, you can add things to the vehicles that spawn in the world, but you also have to remember that they will respawn randomly too in different places. So you're not always going to find the Jeep there or the truck there or the ambulance there. There is some randomness to it. So, but again, it supplements the action, the gameplay, but it doesn't. Like, it's not all about, I have to grind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's about having fun.
It also feels very much like the vehicles can also get you into action that you weren't intending.
Yes.
As someone who has played SnowRunner and MudRunner and thought to myself, that doesn't look too deep. I can get through there. If something doesn't have a winch on it and there's a horde of zombies surrounding you.
Yes. We have winches in our game. Yes. There are winches in Toxic.
But they're not on every vehicle.
Not in every vehicle.
Yes, so we started in the little sedan.
Oh, yeah. And then it's got nothing.
Yeah, no.
You're on your own. Like, that doesn't even give you health or ammo.
No, may God be with you if you get stuck in that sedan. And then we managed to find the armored Jeep, and it was like, oh, there we go. Now
That's
we have a
much better.
winch and a turret, and
Yeah.
now things are really rolling.
Yeah, but what's cool about that vehicle is you have to find gas for it if it runs out,
Yep.
and bullets.
Yes.
Yes. So sometimes, if you're playing with the AI, they just like spray and pray. So you're like, I always try to get a human in my turret, know, when I'm out running over infected.
What was the one thing that you felt you had to get right? That was the thing that brings this game together? Because in Mudrunner and SnowRunner, I think it's the environment. And when it comes to World War Z, I think it is that like Horde swarm technology. What was it for this game?
The gunplay. Like
Gunplay?
making sure that, yes, the swarms are critical. The vehicles in here are critical. But really the feeling of holding those, from my history, working on first-person shooters, I know how important it is. That feel of holding a gun and the kickback, what it does, that gunplay was really, really critical. And I think we nailed it for Toxic.
Wonderful. I have one final question. As someone who has been in this industry for a while, who clearly loves this kind of thing, what was it like having John Carpenter help you out with stuff?
Man, I've been a Carpenter fan my whole life, and I've loved his movies from the early '80s and 90s, and to kind of be in this world and to build something that is inspired by what we loved when we were younger is really exciting.
Yes, 100%.
Yes.
So, is there a rough release idea at this moment?
Yes. We should have it out early next year.
I like slightly vague, but also a window because it helps. And of course, everyone should wishlist the game on Steam.
Yes.
And
And we have crossplay. So if you play on Steam, your buddy plays on Xbox, and your other buddy plays on PlayStation, don't worry about it.
Excellent.
Don't worry about it.
And all together,
All
which is great because it means that people can play how they want when they want.
Play on the platform you want with the friends you want.
Yes.
Make sure you have a friend that will revive you.
Excellent. So people should go wishlist this game. They should wishlist Road Kings and
oh my gosh, we
every
have so
other
much.
game.
Yes, Turok,
Go on,
Hellraiser,
do it.
And Painkiller, and Dot, and Busbound, and I mean, it is a great time to be at Saber,
Something
and
for
we are making something for everyone. We are. I appreciate your time. Thank you,
Tim. Thank you so much for letting us check out this game. It looks fantastic. You and the team have done a wonderful job of making 80s Carnage just a wonderful co-op experience.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What was that?
Good interview, right? Yeah, I know. We talked about too much stuff. Hey, guess what? Fun fact, it took us longer trying to get Tim's hand to go in front of that poster during the 10-second gags than it did to edit the entire video because I hate effects.